away, but he couldn't get there.
So, 3k gold lead in favor of Just for Science. It might not seem much. However, I do feel like Just for Science are far ahead at this point, just because they will outscale them, and it is essentially just a ticking time bomb. And not to put all of the eggs in one basket, but like, yeah, JT Prime is dealing a lot of damage, but I feel like with Tristana being like the predominant late game champion, and never mind, Tranquil's actually going to get caught out here, but this is a 4v5, and what are they doing? Really just poor decision making again. This could be a no. Okay. I don't know. To say Larks is a top lane main, they're not really having the best idea on when to go in. To be honest, he should realise that he's pretty far behind. And Dangle Ball's on the front line again. I mean, fair enough, there's only 2 carries at the minute, but still.
He's gonna get down that Nautilus though. And the Rek'Sai looping round, but the Charm, I don't know, this may have been a bit pretty risky decision right here.
Nintendo didn't get the knock up.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
But anyway, as you were saying about Tristana being the late game damage, I mean, Ziggs in the late game, his damage is actually pretty nice. As he gets his items, he can chunk pretty hard.
With an assassin like Ari, I feel like, and she's pretty fed, and so is the Sivir, to be honest. So if the fight isn't already going in favor of Just for Science, I feel like the Rammus onto the Tristana can solve that problem. And so JT Prime's just going to pretty much have to deal with this Ari pick as well as the Vlad. Oh my, that's a lot of damage, but he's just trading for kills at this point. And if that goes over to the Vlad, it's not really worth. No.
Ooh. However, just
okay. That was, but dang, ankle balls.
Ooh, the shield. The shield. The taunt. No. Oh, he does get the Nautilus though.
Yeah, sure, he gets the kill, but I believe I've mentioned this a couple of times, but frontline Tristana...
The thing is, I feel like the kill trade Tristana getting a kill for Rammus getting a kill is actually kind of worth it for them, because they need Tristana to get ahead at this point.
That's true.
And maybe even still with just Ziggs in this lane,
like,
he might be able to push it.
Fair enough in situations like that where it's like literally trading for a kill, but if Dangle Balls is playing this aggressive in the team fights,
of course,
could cost him the tournament. So he just needs to. What? How could one put this? Never mind. It'll come back to me. Yeah, doesn't matter. Words have escaped me.
Oh, he's been spotted. Get out of here, Rammus. Come on. Oh, but Rammus has got back up.
Dealing negative damage.
Well, I mean, it is a tank side.
That's true.
So, not going to be doing the most damage. But it looks like Dragon being set up for.
Yeah.
And Fortnite is pushing that mid wave in again.
There. And what with the teleport, as we were saying earlier, oh, they do get a tower, but they might lose top tower.
Yeah, which will not be worth it at all.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Just for Science just leave this dragon. I mean, it's dragon number 1 for an inner tower, but they've got that tower now.
Yeah,
so
they can just trade
choose to keep pushing. Just for 420 need to decide what they want to do here, because going back and forth is not helping. Dragon 1 for an inhib tower really isn't worth, guys. Really isn't worth. And if they chase them and stop the recalls, this is going to be absolutely huge.
I mean, it looks like it's going to be already be an inhib tower without anything like that. So,
I mean, Nintendo's farm alarmed up there, but he's he cannot fight this Vladimir.
Yeah, there's no way. Especially with the minimal damage he has.
1-4 and JT Prime.
He's still alive somehow, but
Angle Balls, it does actually have the damage, however.
Oh, the double hop.
There's the resets.
That is going to be a dead Ari, I think.
Will it be enough?
It will.
It will. Okay, very nice.
And Vladimir now showing up, but there's going to be dead Dangle Balls.
Die from her, so he's just going to try and go in for a bit more damage. Nintendan and JT Prime should be able to pick up this. Okay, that was actually, I'm not going to say worth.
It was decent. It wasn't that great. They still lost the inhibitor tower at the end of the day, so that is now just open.
They did force the teleport out of Vladimir again, and again it wasn't useful. He just came in, got I believe he got shut down, and then died.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, like, I feel like they're prioritizing the Tristana, which, you know, you should. She's pretty much, you know, she's just as much of a late game hyper carry as a Jinx is, to be honest. Especially, like, when she hits level 18. But, honestly, Ziggs now has a death cap. His damage is ridiculous at this stage in the game. And with this blue buff now being passed over, he's just going to be spamming those bombs, and honestly, this could be pretty dire for them. We said that they'd have the wave clear to turtle, but now with that inhib tower gone, they're not going to be able to. They've got no tower to turtle under, so it's literally just going to be a case of sending someone top lane to deal with that split push threat, and they can't send Renekton 2, 7, and 5.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that the Vladimir is so strong, I don't actually know if anyone on Fortnite can actually deal with him alone. So, like, and if they have to send 2 people up to stop him, then he's already doing his job.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Taking the bot tower there as well. Yeah, pretty oh, Nintendan.
Just pretty seek some minions.
See, even if you went in there, that would have been terrible. Yeah. Like, Dangle Balls was like pretty much at red buff. Like, I don't know, they need better awareness of where their team's at, because that's happened. It's been a recurring theme. They did it in game 1. There was elements of that in game 2 as well. They can't afford to do it in game 3. Whereas 420 honestly just
the Righteous Glory. Oh, and the Sephiroth. Oh my.
That is a lot of movement speed. Oh, actually going on to JT Prime, and Vladimir's just on the back line dealing so much damage.
I guess the Locks actually did manage to kill Sivir. He's coming back in, but it may be too late.
But Dangle Balls just needs to back off here. JT Prime does fall as well. Oh, slice and dice, he actually might be able to get out of this one. But as we were saying, the Rammus, if he just snowballs like that straight onto the Tristana, and the Vladimir's just on your backline, like, yeah, Locks picked up the kill on to the Sivir, but Ari's still alive. There's still so much damage that they have. And not entirely sure what Nintendo's doing here. Probably trying to go for the re-engage, but he's the only one there with Home Guard. Oh no, Locks is here as well. Could they rush a Baron? He's not going to be able to catch him. Stop chasing Rammus, please. Thank you.
They are just going to go for that Desperation Baron again.
This may be the game. This could be game changing.
Yeah, if this Baron goes badly, then this is going to be a game over.
They need to know when to peel off of the Baron, and that point is now.
Yeah,
back off of the Baron.
They're already too low. It was very close to being a repeat of game 1.
Yeah, I think they've learned though, but these Baron calls just not great.
I don't even know, like, is drawing this game out actually going to help them, or are they going to... I don't know.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, we just saw, like, despite Dangle Balls' lead, with a Vladimir and a Rammus on the back line doesn't matter. He's not in a position to deal with them. He's going for Bloodthirst, the third item, which is a huge mistake. He needs, like, desperately needs that Last Whisper. Hourglass on Vladimir. Almost a Randuin's completed on Rammus. Hourglass on Ari. I mean, 3 of the enemy team members have armor already built. He needs the Hourglass, not the Hourglass. He needs the Last Whisper just to be able to even scratch the surface of these champions.
I mean, I feel like at the minute he's just depending on the Black Cleaver from Lox to get the Shred Fruit of Armor. Which, I mean, it could work out. I mean, like, having Lifesteal is going to be quite important to surviving the Rammus taunt, to be honest. But they trade that dragon and they're just going to let Vladimir. And in fact, they're always going to storm down mid as well. So
yeah, they're putting too much emphasis on the dragon, to be honest. Ziggs ult's actually down. That could be huge. On the Hourglass. If Troll Pool wasn't enough.
Oh, he just managed to get. And yeah, they do manage to pick up an inhibitor in mid lane though, while their team's dealing with Vladimir. So again, drawing people, he drew like 2 to 3 people to him there, and his team was just able to capitalize on the fact that there's only a couple other people defending the mid lane. So again, doing his job, even though he did go down in that. I don't know what 420 can really do right now.
No, like, honestly, it's looking pretty dire. One inhib's down, the other one's exposed. Honestly, with the comp that... Oh, is Tranquil gonna go in? No. With the comp that Just for Science have, they're just so tanky.
Ooh, this could just be them looking for a Baron.
Yeah, honestly, if they go for the Baron, like Rammus with his ult popped destroys Baron.
Yeah, they saw Tristana going bot on the ward.
Yeah, honestly, that's been a problem all series. I feel.
However, it's just not even going to take it. They're just going to turn straight onto Renekton. The anchor misses. I think maybe it's even.
Oh, flash for flash coming out there. Actually, very nice disengage coming out of Cloudgon.
I mean, they delayed the Baron in time for Danglebus to actually make it up, but
now JT Prime's like walking back to base. Like, what are they doing?
They're going in a bit early. I don't feel like this is the right choice. And
that was quite a nice ultimate though coming out from JT Prime, but he needs to be careful now. Dangleballs is just getting zoned off purely by the Nautilus.
Yeah, this is
this is dire. This is very dire.
It's a good kiting by Dangleballs, but is it going to be enough? He managed to get himself out, but
no.
With 4 people still alive. Yeah.
I said it just before. The Vladimir should have been banned, honestly, because they can't deal with it. They have no champion in their arsenal to deal with it. Maybe the Aurelia could have dealt with it, but Aurelia was banned, you know, because they respected the pick, and they didn't respect the Vladimir pick. They put too many bans into the quote-unquote like highest elo player on their team, and like fair enough, yeah, Tranquil has been playing amazing throughout this series and throughout the tournament in general. However, you know, you can't just say, oh, let's just ban the Diamond player just because he's Diamond. Like, he's got quite an extensive champion pool, so you know, ban other people essentially. Ban out the Vladimir that you've seen in like several of the tournament's games. So, and I don't know, it just made sense to me. Maybe he, like, what could he have played? He could have played the Swain again. Swain is much easier to shut down, in my opinion, than a Vladimir. Like, there's a reason that Vladimir is being played like all over the world currently. And that's because he's so, like, he's just comfortable. He's so easy to play. He deals so much damage. Doesn't take him much to get into like a power position, and they just needed to take him off the table, and they haven't, and now it could cost them the tournament.